Music matters. First off, I want to address right up front, I am not Dante, who normally does these interviews. He is out of town, but these guys are only in town for, what, today?
Yeah, today.
Yeah, so we couldn't miss the opportunity. Just for context, I think it was you DM'd me in 2019 to check out your music.
That sounds about right.
And you also DM'd the blog page. Well, it was a blog at the time, but the social media site that this interview's for.
Okay.
Way back in 2019. So this is a very full circle moment. We both have been watching you guys for the past 5 years now, seeing all the cool things that you've done. And it feels like you're kind of at a breaking point with the release of the last album, your first nationwide tour, as we were talking about, your first performance at Pitchfork Festival, Audio Tree. There's a lot of really cool things happening. How has 2024 been treating you guys?
Since Kendrick been winning, it's been lovely. Nah, it's not, bro. 2024 has been very, very beautiful. It's been very spontaneous all at once. And it's like the work keep coming and we just keep getting harder. So we just working, man. Just keep it up. Keep up the good work.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, is this on? Mm-hmm. No, yeah, man. I was like chronically online in 2019, so I was reaching out to everybody. But I do remember that because every show, yeah, you hit me up in 2019. Hasn't that been? Yeah, man, it's always like 2018 or 2019 because that's like my most chronically online moments because I was trying to push the shit. But it's so cool. Like a lot of shit is coming full circle, and that's basically 2024. Everything's like full circle, and everybody's putting the pieces together. They're like, oh yeah, those guys, they've been around for like the last 5 years. And now, okay, I remember them. That's what it's been like. I remember them. I'm happy they're still making music.
Yeah, it's been like a never-ending family reunion.
Facts.
That's exciting. I wanted to talk about Chicago a little bit. You guys formed in 2017.
Yeah.
I feel like in my head as an outsider, there's two sides of Chicago rap. There's like the Chance the Rapper, Vic Mensa, Mick Jenkins, and then the Chief Keef lane. And I feel like you guys are kind of in this weird third pocket. What was the scene like that you were coming up around? What was that like?
It was beautiful, man. I talk about this a lot. I think it was the Passion of Weiss interview. We talked about it. Shout out to them. But Chicago was in a very different place. Everybody was creative because Chance the Rapper made it to where everybody felt like they can do it. Like he was like a superhero. People don't understand how important acid rap, that whole run for Chance the Rapper.
Yeah, I was looking up to Chance like during that run, and it was like one of those you had to be there.
You had to be there.
You can't hear about it now. You had to be living through that moment.
Yeah, he opened up a lane, man, and like everybody felt like they can get it. And there was so many artists, bro, like Rick Wilson, Saba was Disco like Rick. Coming up. Yeah, you tapped in. That's yeah. No Name was coming up, man. It was such a beautiful time. I'm not really as tapped into it now, but it seems like it's been a little stagnant. But I'm almost 30, so I could be wrong. I'm not tapped in.
Of course.
That's it.
Okay. I wanted to talk a little bit about movies. I've noticed a lot of movie references in your lyrics. You got the song Stanley Kubrick. You reference Philip Seymour Hoffman, Andy Kaufman, Agent Smith, Stuart Little, Spider-Man, Thanos. There's a lot of pop culture appreciation there, and I just wanted to talk about how that kind of stuff influences your music.
You want to take that one?
I love media, man. I love movies. I love the arts, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, it just means a lot to me. And I try to incorporate that into music because I feel like if you're not going to like the messages we talk about, you're going to at least appreciate the references. I'm not even trying to rap. Like the messages and the references, you know what I'm saying? So if you don't like one, you're going to like the other.
Which is why I wanted him to go first and explain that. Because like when I would rap, I would rap too much about my life. And then he'd be like, nah, bro, you got to take a break on your life and put some references in there that people going to be like, you know what I'm saying? So, just learning from him how to like just put references into the lyrics and, you know what I'm saying, actually pull references that you appreciate, not just what you think the audience is going to want to hear. So
yeah, like don't reference for the sake of reference. Like if you ask me about all those people and pop culture things that I rap about, I'm gonna tell you about them. I'm not posing. Like I love Stanley Kubrick. I think he's the greatest director ever. Philip Seymour Hoffman, in my opinion, is Denzel, Philip, and Daniel Day-Lewis for me. So it's like I like this shit for real. I'm not just posing, you know.
Yeah.
I watched Capote the other night for the first
time.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Great
His
movie,
best
great
movie.
performance.
His best movie is The Master.
I saw one of you guys posted about the anniversary of The Master.
I did. I took it down though because I was like, oh, I gotta do press right now. I can't really. You know what I'm saying? I gotta like do the album stuff. Yeah.
This is for the brand.
For real.
I deleted it, but I love that movie. I'm gonna do it like I'm gonna repost it like 2 days from now.
I really love that Andy Kaufman part too. It's existential shit. Andy Kaufman.
I fucking love Synecdoche, New York.
Synecdoche, New York.
Yeah, see, I really love this shit. I'm not
Certain
just posing.
things I gotta still get hip to. Like
That's a great Philip Seymour Hoffman movie. Very existential. So it's like.
It's just, I feel like I don't be having enough time. I be so busy doing so many different things.
Yeah, but you like the shit you like. You know what I'm saying?
I
We're
like the
different.
shit I
you know?
like. Yeah.
I feel you though. Like I've just been so drowning in work that I haven't had a chance to watch a movie in like 2 weeks a month.
Yeah,
It's
bro.
been crazy. We had a cooking show for this channel like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, and our friend Jody was on it, and he was saying he's a really big movie guy, and he was just talking about how as an artist, any other art that you consume or interact with outside of your primary medium only serves to enrich the stuff that you are making.
I can respect that.
Definitely.
You ever feel that way about cartoons, movies, anime?
Yeah. I've watched. I'm going like way back. Like I used to watch Popeye, Sailor Man, like Bugs Bunny. Those are like
Classics.
Yeah, and then like touching on anime, like watching Yu-Gi-Oh back in the day, Pokemon.
Yo, can I say something? Okay,
Dragon Ball Z.
I was watching clips from the old Looney Tunes. You know, Mel Blanc, he used to voice them. He have like these erratic. Why are you doing that? Like it just like that shit funny as hell. I am a rabbit. Like it was just so funny. Yeah, like they were unhinged back then.
That's what used to draw me in, and I think that's what like helped make my character today with this music shit for real.
Okay. I wanted to. So you guys just played your first Pitchfork Fest, one of my favorite festivals. Which stage did you guys play?
The red stage.
The big one?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
What's the relationship like with Pitchfork? Because they've shown you a lot of love, but then you have the bar. What's the bar? I wrote it down. Fuck a publication and those crackers up at Pitchfork.
Shit.
And then they turned around and gave you a really nice review off that same project.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
They was fucking with us and like behind the scenes too. So it was like, it was surreal. And I thought like they was gonna hate us.
Because I don't know if you remember, you're like, bro, why did you even say that stupid shit? And he was going against the brand. He was like, why did you say that dumb
I was
shit?
like, you might have went a little too deep there, but hey, it's okay. We're gonna see what this do.
No, yeah. At the time, I was like really fed up that we weren't getting a lot of attention. Because I told myself, if this album didn't work out, I'm going back to school. Like if this didn't get I say this like in a bunch of interviews, if this didn't get the attention that I wanted it to, I was like, I'm back to school. So that Pitchfork line, I think we dissed a lot of other stuff too. That was coming from me being mad that like, damn, we put in like 5 years and ain't nobody really like paying attention to us. You know what I'm saying? So when I said that, I was feeling type of way. But now, you know, they cool. Like they like that shit.
Yeah.
They like they no, seriously. I think there was a Dante Ross interview.
Yeah.
A legendary A&R. Shout out to Dante. He was supposed to come tonight. I don't think he is, but hey. Anyways, he said Pitchfork is really, they like artists that go against the grain and they like, you know, that push that. So when we said that, they were like, man, these niggas punk rock, put them on.
Yeah, and they got like some type of like fuck Pitchfork t-shirts that they was wearing that day too. I was like, yeah, they real gritty. Like,
really?
Yeah, I seen it was something like that. Like you could ask Dash himself. Like I was walking next to him like when I pointed.
Oh, the
it out.
writer?
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Dash. He reviewed the Legend of ABM, man. He really, I feel like his review pushed a lot of things, I would say. So shout out to Dash.
For sure.
That's interesting that you guys feel that way, because I feel like Chicago specifically is like, it's a music city, but it's also like a music media city. Like you have Pitchfork based there, Lyrical Lemonade, Audio Tree, Real Ones. It just feels like there's a lot of people that want to support art out there, and it's interesting.
Shout out to Real Ones.
Real Ones. Yeah.
Shout
Shout out to Real Ones. Yeah. Ben. Yeah, that's that dude,
My
man.
goat.
Yeah, Ben is great. He's a really cool dude. I told him straight up, I was like, y'all are the best media production right now in Chicago. I mean, I don't know if you're familiar with These Days.
I've heard the name, but I'm not.
They are right. Real Ones is the one. I'm not trying to diss them niggas. I'm just being real. Real Ones, they care about these new artists. So shout out to Ben and that whole team because like they put on our after show and it was just beautiful.
For Pitchfork Fest?
Yeah.
I texted him today. I was like, is there any niche Chicago references I should pull up? And he said to talk about the album runs.
Yeah.
Like running around town listening to an album.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
nuts.
Yeah.
I didn't notice something like that existed.
Yeah.
Me either.
There was a team that ran to our album. They were really nice. We met a band called Pixel Grip there.
Yeah.
That we're gonna play with in December. Shout out to Rita and Pixel Grip.
Shout out.
Oh. Are they playing Sonic Youth?
I can't hear it.
Yeah, they're playing Sonic Youth. Superstar.
Classic.
Oh, great. Yeah. Shout out to Sonic Youth. Everybody gets a shout out. You get a shout out. Oprah with the shit. They get a shout out.
Stupid.
I wanted to ask a little bit about your lyrics. What influenced you guys as lyricists initially, and what was kind of that foundation when you guys first started working together? What was your inspiration behind the sound?
The sugar, spice, and everything like
nice.
You know, it started off in the car, man. Like we was just getting in the car. We would listen to beats from early producers like Wendigo and some other producers that was sending in. But Wendigo ultimately won because his production was around that time was just impeccable, and we would just like talk about our life honestly, and it would be in conversation, and then that's we'll transcribe to paper ultimately. So like we'll pull that, and then like I told you earlier with his movie references, you know, trying to throw those in there and just kind of juggle reality and imagination. You know, it gets a little tough because you don't want to trauma dump so much, but you also want to give people a good part of your life to where they're going to be able to take an important message away.
It could be relatable.
Trauma dumping with intention.
Right.
Yeah, because that's one thing. When we were doing the album runs thing, I was like, man, we really put our fucking life out there at the time. Because I don't even feel like that no more. Some of the shit I'll be listening to, I'm like, damn, I'm good now.
Yeah,
like,
for real.
So,
It's a whole difference, and that's what makes for a new album. It's what makes for elevation. So I got in good hopes that this new album that we working on, it's gonna hit harder.
Hell yeah.
evolution.
I'm excited to hear it. I feel like a lot of the best musicians I know started the same way you were talking about. Like, my roommate he started making rap initially, but now he's making like indie alternative type music, but he started the same way of just hanging out with his friends in the car freestyle.
That's how it starts. And then obviously you got artists that inspire you, because I mean, you start off as like a clone, and then you find your own like style. Yeah, because I can tell you my clones when I first started. Like that shit is a pair. I was trying to be Tyler. I was trying to be Biggie, Childish Gambino, Kanye,
Biggie, shit.
Danny Brown to some extent.
Yeah, trying to be Wayne. Yeah. Definitely Kendrick. Oh man. And you can hear the influence out of Kendrick. It's like all trickles down back to Wayne, back to Eminem, back to, you know what I'm saying?
Eminem, that's not popular to say no more.
It's not popular, but you can pull up
trying
old.
to cancel him.
No. Gen Z's trying to cancel Eminem.
No, it's okay. You can pull up old videos of Kendrick praising Eminem, like he looked up to him. So
no, it was a joke. It was a joke.
I'm not on the internet.
He's trying to cancel Eminem.
It's a meme that's circulating.
I'm chronically online, or I was. So I'll be on Reddit and shit.
I'm the fucking old uncle doing unctivities and shit.
I'll be deep in that shit. I'll be like seeing what people be saying about us, like on the Death Grips Reddit and shit. Quentin is so cool. He DM'd me. Oh, he DM'd me today. Like my shit. This shit funny.
Reddit's crazy.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts.
I wanted to ask a little bit about Death Bomb Arc.
Oh yeah.
I feel like you guys fit very well on their roster. There's a lot of things. There's no one that sounds like you, but like people that I can see the same people coming to their shows. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
With like artists like They Hate Change, Dos Manos, JPEG Mafia. What's it like being under there? Has it changed your process from before signing to now?
No. Yeah, I really didn't feel any pressure when we first signing on to them. I was just like, we're just adding on to the family.
That's how I really felt, because when we first started working with them, their whole base started fucking with us, and I saw the difference. I saw like, you know, more people come in and be tapped in, and then I feel like recently we hit a wall now where it's like, okay, this was a good elevation. Now we gotta go to the next level. But they've been great, like just breaking us into like the underground, I would say.
And I say the reason I didn't feel pressure is because they were fully invested into our like vision, what we had. Like Brian from Def Bomb, like he showed no boundaries. He was like, "Yo, do what you do." He's a perfect label to, if you want to get your music off, go to Def Bomb.
They feel like a label that kind of just lets you do exactly what you want to do and only help where they're needed.
Yeah, not like tamper with like the ultimate. Because I mean, we had a white dude with a tattoo on the cover. You know what I'm saying? Like he was like, "Ooh," you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like if it was in another type of label, they'd be like, "Well, you might want to do that. Maybe you want to show your faces." We haven't shown our faces. Like I think maybe on our first old EP, but we made it a point not to show our face. Like we just want like the symbol, you know.
Yeah.
From you know.
Kind of the Billy Woods MF Doom approach.
Exactly.
It's
like
not what I'm saying, not who I am.
Because when people see that, they don't know how we look unless you Google. You know what I'm saying? So
it makes you look. It forces you to go into a rabbit hole.
Exactly.
Takes them to this interview.
Exactly.
If you want to see what they look like.
This is probably the second live interview, so we haven't did a lot.
Yeah, haven't.
I kind of like it that way.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for doing this one. I appreciate it. I feel like I want to talk about the new project a little bit. I feel like lyrically you guys are kind of delving into topics where it still feels like an Angry Blackmen album, but there's kind of a sense of existential dread there that hits kind of different. Was there something different about this project that wasn't present in the older projects?
Oh yeah, it was the life changes. Like our lives changed behind the scenes, and that's what caused us to put the words that we put into this new album. And even shout out to Derek for like, he was up late at night just sending.
Thought that man hated me for a second.
Yeah, and then the mixing and mastering, Derek again. Like man, he really went hard, and so I feel like we definitely brought our A game with this one, and just we put our all into it. So.
Oh shit! They finna go on a minute.
It sounds like the opener's starting soon.
I kind of want to ask, just see how much time we got.
I'll wrap this up. I got one more question for
One
you
more
guys.
question? Okay, bet.
Oh,
what was the last question? Oh, yeah, this album, I just want to add, our backs were against the wall.
Yeah.
Like, our backs were, we were just trying to make this shit work. Like, it was like I said, I wasn't going to go back to school if this didn't work. So it was more like, let's put our eggs in this basket and see where it takes us.
Yep.
That's what this whole, like, the Legend ABM is just like, it's very much a time capsule, a story of two men. So.
And I think it's paying off.
I think so too.
It sounds like it was the only option.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's when you make the greatest shit, when it's the only option. Like Michael Jordan, he packed one suit because he said, if I lose, I'm going to go to that next game stinky. So he made sure he won just with that one suit because he put pressure on himself, and that's what we had.
Yeah, for the start, you said this is the last one?
Yeah, last question. If you have one message that you could convey through your music, what would it be?
One message: be yourself. Stay true to yourself, man. No matter what people try to say. That sounds so corny, but just stick to your guns. I would say stick to your guns, because it's like not everybody gonna get it first, but you gonna find the right people that's gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, we got fucking blackface on our shit. Like, we talk about it's not conventional in 2024 to do what we're doing, so we're trying to make it work. You know, that's all you can do.
Just a complete mix up of my lyrics. Just love yourself and be easy on yourself. That's it.
Amen to that. Angry Blackmen, thank you very much.
Thank you.
No problem. Thank you guys.
Tell the people at home.
You're starting pretty soon, so I was like, oh fuck.
Here, do a quick shout out. Tell the people where they can stream, where they can follow, all the things, what you're excited about.
Everywhere. Keep that in there. Everywhere.
Yeah. No, you can stream it everywhere. Like, you know, buy a vinyl. Yeah, you can stream that shit anywhere on the internets, everywhere. So, you know, Spotify, all
Everywhere.
that, physical media, everywhere. The Legend ABM out everywhere.
We're in your stores. Everywhere.
All right. Angry Blackmen, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Music matters.